Hello, dear students. I'm Dr. Kapil Chaturvedi, as a professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, CH Group Bhopal. In this lecture, we will discuss our 8th lecture of Module 1 under the topic checkpoints of the process of our subject project management. So the thing is that what is checkpoint? So if I say to you that you will have to manage a project, you will have to manage a project, or I'm just saying that you will have to monitor a thing. You have to monitor a thing. So what you will do? You will decide that on which point, on which times you will have to, I have to assess that task. If I say you that we have an event from 1978 to 2016. We have an event from 1978 to 2016, and you will have to monitor that thing continuously. Then what you will do? You will monitor that activity on some of the times, and you will decide on the conception time, on the initiation time, on the initial time. You will decide that, you plan that on which time you will assess that activity. So we are seeing here different diagrams in which we can see that here we have to move on that target. On what time I will assess my speed, my steps, and my actions. Here we are seeing that I have to go on that particular target. But on which location, where we have to stay and assess how I am going on, how I am going on. So I have to check, I have to decide that checkpoint on the initial basis at the time of planning. So officially, what is checkpoint of the process? It is important to place visible milestone in the life cycle in order to discuss the progress of the project by the stakeholder and to achieve synchronize stakeholder expectations and achieve agreement among the requirements, the design, and the plan perspective. Synchronize related artifacts into a consistent and base balanced states. So we know very well that what is the meaning of artifacts. We are discussing about the different checkpoints. So identify the important risk, issue, and out of tolerance conditions. Perform a global review for the whole life cycle, not just the current situation of an individual perspective or intermediate product. So these are the things which we have to keep in mind, and these are the things which is the reason behind to make the checkpoints under the process. This diagram explains you the whole process of our checkpoint process. Then we are seeing that we are categorize our checkpoint in major milestones, minor milestones, and status assessments. It means we will assess our whole process on major milestones as well. We'll assess, we'll focus, we will manage, and we will monitor our process on minor milestones, and continuously will make the assessment and synchronize our artifacts as per our assessments. So on the major milestone, strategic focus on global concern of the whole software project. In minor milestone, tactical focus on local concern of the current iteration, and status assessment predict a synchronization of stakeholder expectations. So basically, we have to understand this thing. We'll have to keep in mind a scenario where we are working on a project and we have a team, and over our team we have a manager, and over that manager there will be a management. So management will we have the large level object, high level objects, or broad objectives to complete that project. But on the management level, there will the targets will be short, the things which they have to focus something descriptive. And on very lower level, our team will work, and Parallelly, when our team will work, management monitor that activity on different checkpoints, time to time monitor our activities, and will prepare the required documents, as well update that required documents or artifacts, and provide to the upper level management to take decisions. So that milestones will be divided in two parts: major milestones and some major milestones. So the diagrams explain the thing majorly, because basically, so as we are seeing that inception, elaboration, and construction and transition, this is also, again, I am saying to you that the base of that pro subject is SDLC, system development life cycles. Again, we are seeing that inception, elaboration, construction, transition. So the recognition of need, feasibility study, and analysis. Also, the designing phase will analysis phase will be the inception, and in case the design phase will be the elaboration, and the implementation phase will be the construction, and the deployment phase will be the transition phase. So each and everything will be based on the SDLC, but the terminology will be something different. So three sequence of project checkpoints are used to synchronize stakeholder expectations through the life cycle, as we discussed in the last slide: major milestone, minor milestone, and status assessments. So the most important major milestone is usually the event that transitions the project from the elaboration phase into the construction phase. So why we are working here? Because we have to start from the beginning and go till the ending. We'll have to start a project and achieve the object at last. That is the purpose of our management. The format and content of minor milestone are highly dependent on the project and the organization culture. Basically, predict status assessment are important for focusing continuous attention on the evolving health of the project and its dynamic priorities. So here we have the official definitions of major milestone, minor milestone, and the status assessment. The major milestones, these are the systems-wide event are held at the end of each development phase. They provide visibility to system-wide issue. As we see, as I told you, that the higher level management will work on the major milestones. It will take the high level objectives. Minor milestones, these are the iteration focused event are conducted to review the content of an iteration in detail and to authorize continued work. So this is the phase where the team is working and manager is monitoring that, and continuously that process is going on. Status assessment, these are periodic events provide management with frequent and regular insight into the progress being made. So this is the phase where continuously assessment is going on and artifacts are updating or making. So the major milestones can understand by the diagram. These are the system-wide event are held at the end of the each development phase. They are provide visibility to system and wide issue. So here we are seeing a diagram. So we discuss major milestone, minor milestone, and also we discuss the status assessment. Now, and also we discuss these inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. Now, the life cycle objective milestone, life cycle architecture milestone, initial operational capability milestone, and product release milestone. So here we decide 4 major milestones. Upper level management decide here 4 major milestones. First milestone is life cycle objective milestone, where it will monitor and assess the basic fundamental conception on conception level. And second, life cycle architecture milestone. In this phase, the upper level management will check that the blueprint is okay or not. It will design the whole process, the whole working procedure properly or not. If is there any changes required, it will suggest and will make the team will make the appropriate changes and will show the management to again. So this is the milestone. This is the checkpoint where team higher level management will assess the project. And this is a phase where the construction operational capabilities milestone. It means the construction, actual construction will be complete, and the management will check that either we reach our objectives, we gain our goals or not. And product release milestone, it means after deployment of the project, that project is running in good condition, well condition, and customer is satisfied or not. So on that level, high level management will check that. So this is the 4 checkpoints where continuously will be continuously monitoring will be go on under the major milestones by the upper level management. So minor milestones, these are the iteration focused event are conducted to review the content of an iteration in detail and to authorize continued work. So minor milestone, it means I'm saying to you that if a team is working on a software project and continuously working on the SDLC steps, so basically what will do that will work on different modules. Team will work in different modules by following the management requirement, design, implementation, assessment, and deployment phase, and continuously work on that as per the requirements, as per the reviews, as per the meeting with the customers, stakeholders, and will continuously work on different iterations, and finally it will produce the final product. So iteration and initiation, iteration readiness review, iteration design walkthrough, iteration assessment review, iteration and close out. It means here is the conception will be made here the our conception is ready. So we are focusing on the conception design. It means here work on the design, and we get check that design with the management team, and we'll check that and provide the suggestions if required. So that process is continuously go on. That will be repeated process. So the steps is on as the iteration and -1 at iteration and +1. So this is the minor milestone. Basically, this is the ground level work, and here is the milestone decided by the management manager to assess the work of the team members. Periodic assessment terms says that these are the management review conducted at regular intervals, monthly or quarterly. So that will be decided by the management, or how they assess our project, the project, to address progress and quality of project and maintain open communication among all stakeholders. The main objective of this assessment is to synchronize all stakeholders' expectations and also serve as project snapshots. Also provide a mechanism for openly addressing, communicating and resolving management issue, technical issue, and project risks. A mechanism for broadcast process, progress, quality, trends, practices, and expectations, informations to and from all stakeholders in an open forum. Objective data derived directly from ongoing activities and evolving product configuration, iterative process, and planning. So, and the minor milestones capture 2 artifacts majorly. So, in a minor milestone, there will be 2 kind of artifacts which will be prepared: a release specification and a release description. Major milestone at the end of each phase use formal stakeholder approved evaluation criteria and release descriptions. Minor milestones use informal development, team controlled version of these artifacts. So this is the 2 document which have to prepare on the minor milestone steps, release specification, and release description. So this is our lecture on milestones. That will be the major and minor milestone and other things. Thank you.